Hello there everyone, welcome back to BrokeNbricks, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Lake Town Chase from Lego The Hobbit. This came out in December of 2013 for £50, which is about £70 today. I bought this sealed off eBay for I think about 130, so obviously it's gone up in price, but all of the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit sets have. So we're going to build this one bag at a time as always, and then at the end we will rank it on the tier list. Okay, so the first minifigure from bag 1 is Thorin, and he has a new outfit because he's not quite looking as well dressed as he was before he got, stuck in a barrel and sent down a river. And then we have another Bilbo. He's the same as the one that came in the Unexpected Journey sets. He's the main character, so there's no problem with getting another one of him. And the build for bag 1 is what I'm assuming is a scaled down version of Bard's barge, because there's not quite enough room for 14 barrels on here. We do have just the one in the front, and that can fit a minifigure in it, so you can have Bilbo or one of the dwarves hiding to get into Lake Town. And the build of this overall is really interesting. Oh, what the okay, there's an ore. I didn't realise there was a second ore, but there is in fact another. There we go. I have no idea how that got in there, but anyway, the build for this is really interesting. It uses two of the rowing boat pieces back to back, and you can tell where they're attached in the middle. You got the shield piece with the, I'm assuming, the Lake Town crest with the two fishes, and that is kind of covering up the point where the two boats connect. Then on the back we have an oar, so that bard can steer the boat. And there's also a catapult for some reason, and you get 3 pieces of ammunition here, which are just these black cylinder pieces. And then the mast uses a very nice technique for the bunched up sails, just using some upside down tan curved slope pieces. And at the very top we do have a green flag, and then you can see that there is a string piece which goes all the way from the back up through the top of the mast and then down to the front. So with bag 2 we have a Lake Town guard, and he's got a really intricate helmet, and it matches very well with his silver arms, and he's got plenty of super detailed printing for the rest of his armour. And then the build for bag 2 is this sort of weapons stand slash armory platform. So it's built on top of these blue plates to represent the water, and then we have kind of these stilts for the wooden platform. So over on the right, if you turn this piece, this entire wall flips up, and it's got a fish in a barrel on the front, and I guess if you turn it all the way up then you can deposit the fish out. I think this is supposed to be sort of like a secret passage thing for when the dwarves are first sneaking around Lake Town. And on the right, this room has a removable weapons rack. So there's a mace, a long sword, and a short sword. And then just go around the back here, you can see we've got some of these dark red pieces, which is the same kind of colour scheme as the Attack on Lake Town set. And on the left we have a ladder piece, which is sort of being used as a bridge, so that's how you can have this connected to the other build of the set, which we're going to start now with bag 3. Okay, so the first minifigure from bag 3 is the Master of Lake Town, and this is one of those minifigures that it just seems that they went completely all out on. He's got a cape which is purple on the outside and dark red on the inside, which is kind of crazy. And then he's got this completely unique moulded hair and hat piece. They could have just gone with, just giving him the hairpiece. It's a scene where he's not wearing his hat. So they didn't have to make this piece at all, but I really appreciate that they did. And the rest of his printing is super extravagant and detailed, and this one is our only Lego Stephen Fry minifigure, so he's going to get bonus points for that. And then we have another bard. He's got the same everything as the Attack on Lake Town set, apart from the head, which obviously is a little bit less scuffed up from Lake Town being burnt. And he's got an angry expression on the other side for when he's dealing with the Master's nonsense. So the build is the bottom half of the prison building, and On the right, it's just kind of an empty hallway. On the side, we've got a window that's been boarded up, and again, you can see we've got the dark red and dark green colour scheme. For the prison cell, to open the door, you use the key that the master has, and if you put that in the keyhole, then you can use that to open the door. But on the back of the build there's this little switch, and if you push that forward, then that pops out these bars, so then whoever's in there can escape. So with bag 4, the prison is complete, and you can see that over on the right there is a sign with a padlock, because this is a prison, guys. On the left side, there's a lantern, which is basically the same as the one that was on the boat. And again, just like the boat, we have another catapult, which is the exact same build. It functions the same. What we have in this section on the right is sort of like an office. Maybe it's for the Master of Lake Town, maybe it's for the prison guard. And inside there, there's just a little corner desk with a lantern. It's got these gold lattice windows, which are really nice, and I appreciate that the one on the side is actually got a shutter on it, just for some variety. And the roof is just made up of these two identical panels, which hinge together and meet in the middle. And now that we have the two builds, you can see this is what they look like connected with the bridge slash ladder. So overall, this is a really solid set. You get 5 really good minifigures, 3 of which are exclusive, and the Master of Lake Town is the obvious highlight. You get 3 really good builds as well, and I would probably say that this is worth, well, what the original price would have been today at £70. But unfortunately today, you're going to have to be as insane as I am to pay whatever it is going for these days. So I'm going to place this in A tier. There is very little that I think that it can improve on, and I think it does just about beat out the Attack on Lake Town set that we reviewed recently as well. And speaking of which, I will be making a video where I combine the two sets into a diorama, so if you're interested in that, then make sure you stick around for next week. Anyway, that's it from me for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Good, Anakin, good. Subscribe. Subscribe now.
It should.
Do it.